Hello, NBA enthusiasts, and welcome back to the NBA The Week That Was. It sure has been a while, but now that the NBA is back, I will be here every Sunday recapping the action packed NBA season. This year, I will be making some changes to the videos. The format of the videos will be completely different. This year, the videos will be shorter. However, they will still cover the whole week without missing out on much. Instead of focusing on specific games, I'll be looking at and choosing the player of the week, the team of the week, and the game of the week and explaining my choices. Overall, I hope the new format will be just as informative and entertaining as last year. For this week, I'll be looking at opening weekend as well as the past week to make my selections. Now, let's get right into the next episode of the NBA, The Week That Was. Totally no bias in this selection, but for the first week and a half of the NBA season, Atlanta Hawks point guard Trae Young is the player of the week. He got injured in the fourth game of the Hawks season and has missed the last two games, but his electrifying start to the season has gotten him chosen as my player of the week. Coming into the season, Trae has established himself as a future star through a very successful rookie campaign, but the start he has had to this season was foreseen by no one. Through the 3 games Trae has played, he has averaged 27 points and 7 assists on a 50% field goal percentage, as well as shooting 50% from the three-point line. Being a Hawks fan, I watched all of Trae's games, and the defining factor of Trae is not his unreal shooting ability or his legendary passing abilities. It's the confidence that the kid plays with. He's only 21 years old, 6'2" and 180 pounds, very undersized, yet he's playing with the mentality and swagger of the greats. Contact doesn't faze him, size doesn't distract him, the big moments are what he lives for. In the game against the Orlando Magic, Trae had 39 points and 9 assists, but with the Hawks up by 2 with 25 seconds to go, he hit a 30-foot step-back three in the face of a 6'5" defender in Markelle Fultz. The confidence he has in himself and his game is very rarely seen, if never seen, in players his age. Going forward in the season, if Trae continues to hone his skills and keep the same mentality, the Hawks have a serious chance of being a dark horse playoff team. I gave the team of the week to the only undefeated team left in the league, the Philadelphia 76ers. They currently hold a 5-0 record and have beaten teams with quality talent such as the Portland Trail Blazers and the Boston Celtics. Coming into the season, most league experts had the 76ers as the best or second best team in the Eastern Conference. Their starting five of Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid could be considered as the league's best. Their outstanding size and length, with the shortest member of the starting five being 6'6", can absolutely suffocate opposing offenses. On the offensive side of things, the playmaking savvy of Simmons, the all-round excellence of Horford, the wing scoring of Richardson and Harris, and the absolute domination of the post by Joel Embiid makes them a five-headed monster when on offense. I watched their opening game against the Boston Celtics, and their advertised defensive strength really came to light. They held the potent offense of Brad Stevens and the Celtics to 93 points, with not only the starting five, but also rookie Matisse Thybulle being a defensive force to be reckoned with. Having said that, they do have some weaknesses that should be looked at going forward. First, their length created some sloppiness on the floor, and the team had a lot of unnecessary turnovers. Secondly, and their greatest issue, is their shooting. Losing sharpshooter JJ Redick to the Pelicans in the offseason was a big blow to their offense. A solution to their shooting problems is developing their own players and wait until after the trade deadline when the buyout market is open and veterans are waiting for contracts and they can be signed to provide an instant impact to this team. Currently, I can confidently say that the 76ers will make the Eastern Conference Finals and have the strongest chance to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. However, they really need to work on their turnovers and shooting. The game of the week was looking tough to choose until November 1st when the Los Angeles Lakers faced the Dallas Mavericks in the game which can be contended for game of the season. The Lakers defeated the Mavericks in overtime 119-110. The game had everything: superstar duos going at it, role players stepping up, drama, intensity. It was a joy to watch. The players of the night were the superstars of each team. For the Lakers, LeBron James threw it back and had a monster night of 39 points, 12 rebounds, and 16 assists. For a man who is 35 years old, he was acting like a 25-year-old, running up and down the floor, rotating on defense, hustling to open shots. The 7 figures he spends on his body each year really seemed worthwhile. For the Mavericks, a possible heir to LeBron's throne stepped up and almost led his team to the win. Luka Doncic, the 20-year-old Slovenian superstar, showed viewers around the world why he could be the next face of the league. With all the odds against him and his Mavericks, he led from the front with 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 15 assists, and nearly got his team a big fat W in the win column. Luka was hitting step-back threes like James Harden, throwing lobs like Chris Paul. He has all the tools to be the next great legend. The physical and intense nature of the game has gotten all NBA fans begging for a 7-game series between the two sides when the playoff time comes. And with that, we end the first episode of the 2019-2020 NBA season. I hope you all enjoyed the new format with the new content and the game footage being played in the background. I'll see you all again next Sunday on the NBA, the week that was.